I'm Mark Ellison, and I lost my son to a kind of enemy no battlefield prepares you for. Dylan was only 29, a Purple Heart recipient who'd survived 3 tours in Afghanistan. He came home to Lake Tahoe with dreams of quiet days fishing off our family cabin dock. Instead, he found a marriage that slowly suffocated him. Brooke, his wife, was charming at first, successful in insurance, always the breadwinner narrative. But behind closed doors, she drained his VA disability checks, changed passwords, hid his PTSD medication, and isolated him from me and his buddies. The night he called me at 2 a.m., slurring through tears, "Dad, she's taking everything." "I'm not crazy," I told him to sleep it off. 2 days later, he was gone. Suicide in the garage. At the funeral on the shores of Lake Tahoe, Brooke played the perfect grieving widow in black, accepting hugs while I stood shattered. I knew the truth from the detailed note Dylan had mailed me weeks earlier, tucked with bank statements showing unauthorized transfers and pharmacy logs. 3 months later, she came for me. "The cabin's too much for you alone, Mark. Sign it over. I'll let you stay in the guest room." The property, worth over $1 million on the water, was Dylan's pride, full of memories of us casting lines at dawn. Then the pressure escalated, threats to tarnish his reputation with stories of his instability, if I didn't comply. But I wasn't just a grieving dad. 23 years as a special agent with IRS criminal investigation had taught me patience. California is a one-party consent state for recordings, so every visit, every call, I documented her coercion, threats, and admissions. I quietly reached out to the FBI's Elder Exploitation Unit and VA benefits investigators. We built an airtight case, financial exploitation of a veteran, wire fraud, and abuse contributing to his death. The real turning point wasn't dramatic revenge, it was a quiet meeting at my attorney's office with federal agents present. When Brooke pushed the deed transfer papers across the table, I slid over the folder instead. Her face changed as I played the recordings. "You thought you were dealing with a broken old man," I said calmly. "But Dylan's note, the evidence, and your own words tell the full story." The agents stepped in. Arrest for financial exploitation under California law and federal statutes. No public spectacle at the memorial, just justice served through the system. The trial was tough. Hearing Dylan's words read aloud broke me again, but the jury saw the pattern clearly. Brooke received 12 years. Restitution was ordered, and Dylan's name helped spotlight veteran protections. Today, the cabin isn't a reminder of loss anymore. I turned part of it into the Dylan Ellison Veterans Family Resource Center. We offer free workshops on recognizing financial abuse, legal aid for families, and peer support for PTSD. Over 50 families have already avoided tragedy because they spotted the signs early. The lesson I've learned, the one I share with every veteran parent who walks through our doors: grief is heavy, but it doesn't have to define you. Channel it into vigilance. Document everything. Reach out before it's too late. Dylan's memory lives on not in anger, but in the lives we protect now. If you're facing something similar, know you're not alone, and there are good people ready to help you fight.